Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about ECA, Educational Credential Assessment. What ECA is, why it matters if you want to study or immigrate to Canada, which authorized organizations issue ECAs, and how you can easily apply for one. Let's dive in. When planning to move to Canada, whether to immigrate permanently or to pursue further studies, one of the first and most essential steps for internationally educated individuals is obtaining an Educational Credential Assessment, commonly known as ECA. An Education Credential Assessment is a formal evaluation of your educational qualifications obtained outside of Canada. This assessment determines how your foreign degrees, diplomas, or certificates compare to Canadian educational standards. It's a standardized way for Canadian authorities, whether immigration officers or academic institutions, to understand and validate your academic history. Now, why is ECA important? For those applying under the economic immigration programs, especially through the Express Entry system or a provincial nominee program, an ECA is a mandatory requirement if your education was completed outside Canada. It plays a significant role in your immigration application because your educational qualifications contribute to your overall points in the comprehensive ranking system. Without a recognized ECA, your foreign education will not be counted towards your points, even if you have advanced degrees like a master's or PhD. So, the ECA directly impacts your eligibility and competitiveness in Canada's point-based immigration system. Besides immigration, an ECA can also be helpful and sometimes required when applying for admission to Canadian colleges and universities. While most post-secondary institutions have their own admission requirements and may conduct their own assessments or ask for transcripts directly, an ECA can support your application by offering a clear, official translation of your academic credentials in a Canadian context. It provides admissions officers with confidence in the level, content, and authenticity of your previous education, especially when your credentials come from a non-English speaking country. Now, who is authorized to issue ECAs? Not every organization can perform these assessments. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has designated a limited number of organizations that are officially approved to provide ECAs for immigration purposes. These organizations are World Education Services, International Credential Assessment Service of Canada, Comparative Education Service at the University of Toronto, International Qualifications Assessment Service operated by the Government of Alberta, International Credential Evaluation Service at the British Columbia Institute of Technology. In addition, for specific professional immigration streams, Medical Council of Canada evaluates medical degrees for physicians. Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada assesses education for pharmacists. It's important to choose the correct organization based on your field and your immigration or academic goals. For general immigration or academic use, WES is the most widely used due to its fast processing time and digital verification system. So, how do you apply for an ECA? The process begins by selecting your preferred ECA organization. Once you have chosen, you visit their website and create an online account. During registration, you will be asked to provide personal details and information about your academic history, including the name of your institution, the type of credential, and the year it was awarded. The next step is document submission. You will need to submit your academic documents, typically your degree, certificate, and transcripts. The exact requirements differ slightly by organization, but most will require the attested transcripts to be sent directly from your university to the ECA organization. Some may allow digital submissions through secure online portals if your institution supports that system. Once your documents are received and verified, the evaluation process begins. The assessing body reviews the authenticity of your documents, checks the standing of your educational institution, and determines how your credential compares to a Canadian qualification. For example, whether your foreign bachelor's degree is equivalent to a Canadian bachelor's degree or perhaps only a college diploma. After the assessment is complete, the organization issues a detailed report. This report outlines your credential, its Canadian equivalent, and the date it was awarded. For immigration purposes, this report is valid for 5 years from the date of issue. The report includes a reference number, which you will enter into your Express Entry profile or include in your application for educational admission, depending on your purpose. It is essential to ensure that the ECA organization sends a copy of the report directly to IRCC or to your chosen academic institution as required. In conclusion, the Education Credential Assessment serves as a bridge between your past academic achievements and your future in Canada. Whether you are aiming to immigrate as a skilled worker or hoping to advance your education at a Canadian university, the ECA ensures that your credentials are recognized and understood in a Canadian context. Choosing the right ECA organization, carefully following the documentation process, and applying early are all critical steps in setting yourself up for success in Canada. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay updated with more tips about immigrating, studying, and living in Canada. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.